I can't think nothing better than spending my day with you. My life is sunny and better, girl, when I'm with you.
What is going on, y'all? Now I know it's been a while. It's been a long time, but I'm back. Hey. Y'all already know, for those who follow me on other social media platforms, y'all know your girl been a little busy. So I had to put Nail and Tail on pause, but it was just a small pause, not something forever, just for a limited time till I got things together. I'm still not 100% there, but I'm like, let me do a Nail and Tail video because it still has been some months from my last one. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and throw it out there and give you guys a little video. Now I'm not 100% back. Like I said, I'm not 100% back, but here and there I'm going to throw out some videos as much as I can. My podcast has been really doing great. I revamped it from how I had it going last year, and it's completely different, so I wanted to make sure that I brand it right and not just have a whole lot just clashed into my podcast or whatever. So I got that under control. Everything is doing good with that. And then like on top of the business and all of that with my beauty business and stuff, and just everything in general. And you guys know I still work a regular job, so it's just been a whole lot piled into one for me. So nevertheless, I did come back to do a little video for y'all to throw out there. Let me throw some lotion on. Baby, these hands is dry. I just washed them. I need to put some lotion on real good. Y'all, I don't know if y'all already use it, but this Gold Bond, the Radiance Renewal, the coconut oil and all of that you see here, coconut oil, coconut butter, and African shea butter, this is by far the best. Okay, the best. Don't mind my thumb. It's almost time for these nails to be popping off. Y'all know I let my nails pop off just like a regular set. As they start to get loose and the glue starts to dry up and it's no longer holding a good bond, I just let them pop off. And I put the nail in the bag until they all pop off, and put them all in the bag and set them to the side till I clean them. And we wear them again just like that. But this is the bomb. It really is, and it feels so good. The best lotion ever. But anyways, before we get started on today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all the products that I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using Modelone's A167. And I'm also going to be using, let me make sure I'm in the camera, A164. And for the top coat, I am going to be using Princess Nails by Diana. Her matte top coat, y'all. This is probably the best. I have tried a lot of different brands of matte top coat. And I'm not saying this because I know Diana. This is the best matte top coat ever. I don't know what you use, Diana. I don't know what you do. Please do not change that method. I just ordered 2 more matte coats. I'm waiting on your top coat to come back on because it says it's sold out. And when it come back on, I'm going to get like at least 4 or 5 of those because your top coat is everything. But today I'm going to be using, oop, not that. Sorry, grabbed the wrong one. The Beetles base coat that I use and put on the nails before I put the polish and stuff on there, whatever. And I am going to be trying to recreate this look here on the screen. And of course, I'm going to be doing it in my own way. It's not going to be 100% like that. The colors are as close as I can get them. Of course, I'm going to be using Diana's matte top coat. And I didn't finish telling y'all either. The matte top coat, for me, it has a velvety finish. I can't explain it, y'all. You just got to buy you one of her matte top coats and use it, and you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. When I say the finish, the nail feels so good. It feels like velvet. It really does. I don't know what you do, Diana, but don't change that method. Please don't change that method, because I absolutely love your matte top coat and I love your gloss no wipe top coat. But right now you're sold out, so I got to do with what I can do with until you get your top coat back in stock. But I do want to order some of your polishes as well. I see you have a sale going on, and I know you got the rubber base polish, so I'm going to be ordering some of your sets as well, probably in the next 2 weeks, because I was already on that stalking to see if you had put anything new on your website. But I'm going to go ahead and order some of the polish sets because you got a little sale going on right now. So, but yeah, anyways, I'm going to be trying to recreate that look that I showed you. These are some of the butterflies I'm going to be using, you know, that I had. Gotta make sure I'm staying in screen. So these are some of the butterflies I'm going to be using. I'm not sure if I want to use any of these as well, because I didn't have the 3D butterflies like on that picture. So I was going to see, you know, if I may put some of these little cute tiny ones. I don't know yet, but like I said, we're going to hook it up, but we're going to do it my way. And in the midst of all that, we're going to get the story going. So roll them. Let's get into the next clip. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Before I start, though, because there are some new people, I'm sure, that's going to be viewing and that has not watched any of my past videos. The videos that I do has nothing to do with the nails. The nails is just, I call a distraction or something to put on the screen as I tell my story. I am not a nail tech. I don't do acrylic nails, like on your nails. I just do custom press-ons with the acrylic, blah, blah, blah. Not a nail tech. So the videos are not demonstration videos or tutorials or none of that. They're just videos to put up so that I can tell my story and you can have something to watch. Usually I'm doing a set of nails for myself, or I'm doing a set of nails from an order that was placed by a client. So now that we got that out the way, before anybody be in the comment section like, your video is out of screen, you went out of frame a little bit, I don't like the recording angle, it's okay. And this angle is also kind of off. I was trying new angles because usually I hover over my product so that I can, you know, y'all can really see what I'm doing. But anyways, let's get into the story. I just had to get that out the way so that, you know, everyone who hasn't watched any previous videos will already know what's going on. Now, in today's story, I'm going to be telling y'all about the time I ended up with a friend of mine. Y'all know I don't do actual names. I either make up a name similar to theirs or I use a letter. So she's going to be M for today's story. Okay. Now, this friend of mine's, of course you all know, like when you're 17-ish, 18-ish, maybe even 16, you find yourself dating people that's a little bit older than you. You know what I mean? You're still in high school. They're kind of like out of high school now, you know, able to get liquor and whatnot. But anyways, me and my friend M, she was dating a guy who was a little bit older than us. He was like 22, not so much big of a difference, you know what I'm saying? And this was before I met my husband, right? Literally before I ended up meeting my husband. You know, we 17, doing our thing and whatnot. And her guy had a cousin who was also like a best friend, if you would, because they hung out every day, all the time. And they was gangbangers. You know, they got into trouble. They had a little name in our town or whatnot. But anyways, they were also known, you know, just like stick up boys, just doing a bunch of BS. So I was always kind of on edge when I hung with her, and we kind of was all hanging out together and, you know, chilling out. Of course, back then, I ain't ashamed. You know, we did things we shouldn't have been as kids. And we smoked a little marijuana. We even did a little drinking here and there. And, of course, I participated. So, you know, when they come around, of course, they will always fund the marijuana or the liquor. And, you know, like I said, we always hang out here and there, but it would usually just be right in town. We'll never really go anywhere far off. She do because that's her boyfriend, so they've been in and out of town. And for her, because she's from this town, you know, I'm from Chicago, and because she's from the town we moved to, which is like 40 minutes south of Chicago, called Kankakee, she was a little, you know, excited every time she got to get out of Kankakee. You know, back in that time, I ain't gonna say it like it's the Stone Age, but back then, people who were from Kankakee loved going to Chicago. They loved going to Indiana. They loved going to Milwaukee. You know, the whole bit, it was just like, for us, you know, people from Chicago, from that area, we're always there. Indiana is right next door, Milwaukee right next door. So it wasn't as exciting for us, you know, to go to them type of little states. But for someone from our town, they get excited about that. So anytime her and her guy would go out of town, they would go either to Chicago or Indiana or something like that. Now, on this particular day, we all hanging out, we chilling, we at the park. They got, you know, I don't want to say too much until I get into the story, but, you know, they usually don't have vehicles. You know, they might have, how can I word this? A smoker, someone who smoke drugs. I don't want to use the term crackhead because it could be offended to people who's on drugs or whatever. But those who are engaging in drugs, at that time, you know, people would give them drugs, then they'd use their car for like the whole day. Some of y'all can relate. Y'all know what I'm talking about now. We ain't gonna act brand new in the video, in the comments. But, and from my experience, I'm like, okay, usually when we see them with a car, they've gotten it from a crackhead or a hype or whatever word you choose to use. I don't want to disrespect nobody, but they got it from a smoker. I'm just gonna use the term smoker so y'all know what I mean. And, you know, so for me, it was never a big deal. You know, of course, I ride around with them. We do little stuff in town. And on this day, he wanted to go to the city on Lincoln Highway, which is not that far. Lincoln Highway from where we are in Kankakee is like 30 minutes. Because we're not but like maybe 45 minutes out from actually Chicago, where I'm from, which is 61st, on 61st Street. I'm from the Inglewood area. And, you know, he wanted to go, and they wanted to go to the mall, you know, because, of course, he wanted to do a little shopping, and then he was going to get her something, a pair of shoes and whatnot. Now, me and his cousin, we're not together or nothing. You know, we're just basically third wheels, if you would, with them two just hanging out or whatnot. He was a cool guy, whatever, but he never tried to get at me either, so that was a good thing, because he definitely wasn't my type. But anyway, so we ended up, you know, she like, I didn't want to go. You know, for me, anytime I just be like, nah. I usually stick with it. I stick with it because it don't feel right. You know, the woman's intuition. And she was just like, you want to come, Tam? Woo, woo, this and that. For me, I really didn't want to come because I don't like going nowhere without no money. And those of you who've been watching my videos, you know I've said this prior. I'm still that way today. I don't like going nowhere without my own money, because if something go down, I want to be able to get my own room if I need to. If y'all acting crazy and I have to go and find the nearest car rental place to get me a vehicle, whatever it is, that if I got to take a flight because y'all think y'all finna have a sister stranded, whatever it is, I want to be able to have the money to do everything in a bad situation. I was raised that way. All my siblings, cousins, the whole family. We don't play that. We don't go nowhere without no money. And I ain't talking about no little $50 here and there. You heard what I just, the examples. If I need to get a car, a room, a flight, I got the money to do so. So at this time, even though we were young, I was working, but I just didn't like going nowhere when I didn't have any real money. I think at the time I had probably like 50, maybe $60 in my pocket. So I'm like, I don't like going to the mall and I know I can't get nothing. But I'm just like, you know, she kept talking, come on, and woo, woo, woo. You know how your friends get. So I was just like, forget it. Yeah, I'll go with you, girl. Maybe I'll get something simple, you know, maybe something to eat out the food court. Maybe I'll find me a little cheap Nike shirt or something. Who knows? So I'm like, forget it. Yeah, I'll go. We get to the mall. You know, we doing our thing. They shopping. We store to store. Long story short, they already talking, you know, amongst each other just as we shopping about actually going into the city. You know, because he from the city too. She's not, but him and his cousin is from Chicago like me. So, you know, he like, man, you know what I'm saying? Instead of going right back to the Keys, which is what we call Kankakee, you know, let's just go up into the city, you know, go hang around his people, da 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 da. She think it's a good idea because that's what they do on the regular. For me, we supposed to go shopping and go our asses back home because that's what my mental state had me fixed at. I'm not finna go no further than this. So, nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? We get in the car. We leave in the mall. We get on the exit. I mean, on the, you know, entry highway to go, you know, getting back on going into Chicago more. Not going south back home to Kankakee. So, I pay attention. I'm looking. I'm noticing. I'm like, you was getting on the wrong, you know, you getting on the wrong way. You getting on the wrong way. I'm thinking maybe he wasn't paying attention. He like, oh, no. We finna go up into the city or whatever. We finna go to the west side. The who? So I'm like, I know you fucking lying. I'm like, oh, no. I'm not going to the city. You know, we supposed to be going to the mall and then going back to Kankakee. You know what I'm saying? We didn't plan all of this. So here she go. Oh, well, come on, man. It Kankakee so boring. Why would we go back to Kankakee? Ain't nothing to do. You know, she yada, nick and knacking and stuff. Basically trying to get me hyped up to just be like, forget it. So I'm already irritated knowing, like, no matter what I say and do, it's not finna change this man's mind. He already on this highway. We finna go to the city. So I'm irritated or whatever. I'm like, wow, that's bogus as fuck though. You know, you could at least ask me or said something. And, you know, so that we can all talk about this. Like, I had no intentions on going to the city today. I already didn't want to come shopping. So I'm irritated nevertheless. But I'm like, whatever, man. You know, it's what it is. So I'm like, well, how long is we going to be up here? Because I don't want to be in the city forever. Man, just chill out, man. You with us. You good. You safe. I'm like, I ain't worried about being safe, baby. I'm from Chicago, too. Because he didn't know. I'm like, I'm from the city, too. I'm not from Kankakee. Oh, word. Where you from? Where you from? So, you know, I'm irritated, but I'm still telling him, like, you know, I'm from the Inglewood area. You know what I'm saying? 61st Union, 59th and Emerald, whatever. You know, throwing it out there and shit. Oh, shit. Oh, man. You from the low end. You get in there. Oh, man. Okay. So you know what it is then. Shit, you probably know some of my people. And then, you know, and I'm just sitting here irritated. Like, I don't even want to engage no more into what you're saying. Because I'm not going to get hyped up about it. Even if I do know somebody in his family. Although I didn't. Because we didn't know very many people like on the west end of Chicago. We didn't fuck around with the west end. So I'm just sitting here, you know, in the back seat. I'm irritated. We riding. We finally get there to his people crib. We pull up to the project area over there. Somewhere in like a little... It wasn't no Caprini Greens. It was just like how you got the big high rise, all these different apartments. So we still consider those as projects. So we pull up to the project area. Now I'm really pissed because I'm thinking maybe we just going to pull up to a neighborhood, you know, a house, something. We at the whole project. So it's ton of niggas outside. Cars bumping, they sounds. Just a whole lot going on like it's a goddamn block party. That's what I didn't want to engage in. So I'm already irritated when we pull up like, oh my God. 9 times out of 10, something's going to jump off because it always do. We're on the west end of Chicago. It's known for all the fucking drama and shit. Although Inglewood is too. Now Inglewood is worse. But back then, the west side of Chicago, we didn't fuck around. It was worse than our hood. So anyways, I'm sitting here in the car in the backseat or whatever. The cousin already knowing that he see my energy. So he bumped me and shit like, man, we good. You good, man. We ain't gonna be up here that long because I ain't even trying to be up here long either. Whoop-de-whoop. I got to work in the morning, blah, blah, blah. Because he was working at, what's that damn, Bungie. It's a little sheet metal or something, little factory or whatever. So, you know, he like, man, I'm good. I ain't trying to be out here long anyway. So I'm just like, whatever. I might as well, you know what I'm saying, get loose, open up the energy, and just engage. I give it 2 hours, hopefully, and we be heading back to Kankakee. We up there, you know, like I say, fast forward. We enjoying ourselves. You know, we smoking a little weed. I really didn't want to drink too much because I wanted to still be alert because the weed didn't get me like liquor would. So I still really wanted to be more alert on shit. So I didn't really drink like that. Now here we is literally like 3 hours into being into the city now. It's starting to get dark. I'm just sitting here irritated like, man, I'm ready to go. You know, I tell her like, I'm ready to fucking go. Let's roll. So her boyfriend and shit, you know what I'm saying? He, man, you still tripping off that whoop de whoop. We chilling, we cool, we woo woo woo. So I'm like, I'm just ready to go home though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be up here like that. Y'all, it seems like y'all really trying to be on some partying type shit. I'm ready to go. So he like, all right, man. All right, shorty. We'll be getting ready to leave in a minute, man. Just give me a second. Give me a second. So he walks off or whatever, go over there where his people were talking to them and this and that. She steady, man, calm down. We gonna leave. It's cool. We good. Da, da, da. I'm like, man. And then the motherfucker who car he got, I'm pretty sure they probably want their shit too. You know, I'm just engaging, trying to speed it up for us to leave. Do y'all know this bitch had the audacity to tell me, ain't nobody looking for the car. What word did she use? She didn't say it was stolen. It cuffed. They was like, man, they cuffed this. I said, cuff what? Because, you know, it was a little slang terminology back then. She liked the car. I said, bitch, we in a fucking stolen car? Man, you tripping, man. You tripping. Hold on. So you mean to tell me this ain't a smoker's car that we riding in that he paid for? We literally riding in a stolen car. So now I'm really irritated and heated because, bitch, you knew better. We on the highway. We in the city. We just rolling like it ain't nothing to it with this stolen car. So, you know, I had my little cell phone or whatever. I was through T-Mobile at the time. T-Mobile was the shit. Now they is horrible. The worst service ever. I pull out my phone or whatever. I walk off just like, you know, a few little feet away from them. I calls my uncle. Now, my uncle, my mama's youngest brother, is the whole family's. He's like the Superman for us. I'm telling y'all, when I say my uncle do any and everything for us at the drop of the dime, especially his nieces and nephews, you can call this dude and be in, goddamn it, Timbuktu. And say you were stranded, something happened, some dudes and whatever. This man is going to empty every penny out his account and come to Timbuktu to get you. That's what I mean when I say my uncle is our savior. He's the one we can call whatever is going on. He ain't no thug dude, nothing. He's a suit and tie guy. You get what I'm saying? He college, got his head straight, work, everything. He ain't no hood dude. He's just there. You know, he's the uncle that we call for everything. So I calls my uncle. I'm letting him know what's going on. At first, it wouldn't have been a big deal until this heifer told me that we was in a stolen car. So I tell my uncle or whatever, like, man, I'm up here with my friend M and her guy and this and that, you know. It was cool at first. I'm like, until she tell me we rolling in a stolen car. So I'm like, now I'm getting butterflies. I'm like literally starting to feel sick, y'all. So I'm telling my uncle, like, you got to come and get me. I tell him where I'm at, what neighborhood, whoop, whoop, whoop. It wasn't no more than probably a good 30-odd minutes or so. Because, you know, my uncle, like I said, we on the south end. My uncle, he calls my phone. He like, you on, you know, such and such block? Okay, now what's the crossway over, you know, so he'll know because the blocks run long. So I'm telling him to cross over on the other street. I'm on this block, you know, in this block. On the corner of such and such, whatever. So he like, well, I'm rolling down the street. He like, man, there's so much going on. I don't even know if they're going to let me get past. So he like, because like I said, they had the street sold up. So he like, just come down to the corner, you know, XYZ. And, you know, I'm, you know, to pick you up from right there. And we're going to go and pull off. So I look at my friend, let her know anyway and stuff. You know, I hang up with my uncle. I'm like, okay. I tell her, I'm like, I'm about to get ready to go. She like, you about to go where? I'm like, my uncle just came pick me up. I'm finna go. I ain't got time for this. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop. I'm like, and then you bogus as hell for having me ride in a stolen car, B. Like, we ain't never did that to each other. We ain't never been like that with each other. He do this and whoop-de-whoop. This ain't his first time. But you okay with that? Like, you cool with wanting a guy that's so hood and from Chicago and this thug life type shit that you'll be willing to put your life in danger because he want to steal a car. Now, let me tell you, and it was so crazy how God work in mysterious ways, y'all. So, my uncle picks me up, whatever. She irritated about like, bye, woo, woo, woo. So I leave. My uncle, we go to my granny house, because my uncle, he like, I'm going to take you home tomorrow. I can't take you home tonight because he got to get up. He like, I'm going to take you home tomorrow. So I'm cool with it or whatever. Stayed at my grandma's house, talking to my grandparents, whoop de whoop whoop. My uncle and whatnot. My cousin next door, I leave, go over there, hang out, smoke a little more weed, chill out. The next damn day, I get home. Everybody and their mama talking, the neighborhood kids, us, the groups. They like, man, when you with? Because you know how people think like you snitch or some shit. So I'm coming home, I'm like out and on the block. They, man, what woo woo woo. So y'all out? I'm like, who out? What you mean? They like, you ain't go to jail? I'm like, no. Oh man, M and such a woo woo. Man, they went to jail, man, up in the city. They got caught in a stolen car. Somebody said you was with them. Woo. I'm like, yeah, we was all up in the city or whatever, but I left. I'm like, my uncle came and got me from over that way. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for us already being in Chicago and living that way, because living up that way and still having family there. Because I'd have been sitting around, even though I'm sure I would have got out, because it would have been proven that, I don't know, maybe it would have been proven that I'm innocent and I didn't help steal a car, ain't got nothing to do with it. Or I don't know, maybe they could have charged me for some other stuff for joyride. I don't know. But anyways, I'm telling them like, no, my uncle came and got me. I left and woo woo woo. They like, yeah, they literally had a little speed chase with the police, crashed the car, got out and tried to run. M was the only one who didn't try to run. She got out the car literally in surrender mode, like it's over with. Caught the cousin and her boyfriend. All they dumbasses ended up going to jail. So, like I said, I'm telling them like, well, I ain't got, I don't know. I ain't talked to her, so, because I had, like I said, just got home, so I hadn't called her. I was still like slightly irritated. I'm sure she was mad at me. So I wasn't expecting to call her, maybe just see her out in the block and we'll talk about it. So I'm like, no, I hadn't even tried to call her. I ain't know nothing happened. Woo. They like, yeah, man, woo. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is crazy how God works. Because I could have been in there, in the car with them, in that same situation. And me being me, I don't know. Maybe I would have ran. Maybe I would have surrendered with her. I don't know, but I know I'd have been pissed the fuck off to have anything having to do with auto theft on my background. Because, now I'm in the nursing field. I wouldn't have been able to do half of the stuff that I'm doing and went to school for. So I'm just like, child. Now, like I say, fast forward. I didn't see her that day. So the following day, we all, are all friends, the whole block. We all link up as we do. Kicking it and chilling out. She come up to the park where we all chilling at. So everybody like, oh man, you out. Oh, on some old goofy shit as if she done went and did time. So she mad at me, irritated, like as if, I don't know, like I called the police or something on them. So she irritated off of me that I left. Then she get talking about how it was mighty weird that soon as they left to get back on the highway and go home, the police swoop behind them. Not just like as if they was riding behind them and running the plates, but the police swoop behind them and instantly cut the lady. So I'm sitting here like, hold on, bitch, you think I done told on y'all? First of all, I didn't even care enough to remember the car that we was in, the make and model, bitch, the plate, none of that shit. Like, you sound real stupid as if I would tell the police, hey, gave their name, such and such and such and such. All of them is just riding around in a stolen car. And they just would have magically found y'all asses. So I'm just like, man, whatever. I ain't calling no police. That's one thing we ain't finna try to throw on me or try to get, the rumor in the streets about that. Y'all just got popped. I'm pretty sure whoever car it was, they put a report and the police put an APV out. And because Kankakee and Chicago and Indiana are all so close, when they usually do that on stolen cars or even a missing child, all of those damn areas share the same information. So you don't think maybe the police was somewhere and they seen y'all dumbasses and wanted to swoop behind y'all to try to figure out if that was the car? Like, I don't know. All I know is I ain't give a damn and I ain't call them on their asses. So either way it go, that was kind of a little bit onto us falling out. Because, like, we didn't really hang out like that after that. I couldn't trust the bitch no more. Maybe she couldn't trust me. Who knows? We couldn't trust each other. But after that, we really didn't hang out together. It was mainly like if we all just out on the block type stuff. We didn't really hang out like that no more. And I was cool with it. Sure the hell was. But, child, yes. So that is that for that story. How I almost could have went to jail for a stolen car. Now, I haven't figured out. Y'all know I usually come up with a name and a title for the story. I haven't figured out what I'm going to call it yet. But, yes, I almost could have went to fucking jail over a stolen vehicle that I had no knowledge. Now, just think, y'all, if she wouldn't have said nothing, that they cuffed the car. If she wouldn't have said nothing at all, I'd have been in that incident with them. So that just lets you know the way that, I don't know, the ancestors, God, both of them together, how they work and whisper to you to make you just say stuff. Because I was just like, man, I'm pretty sure the person who car he got want their shit back. Like, man, y'all sitting up here just ready to chill the fuck out in this man car, woman car, whoever shit y'all got, the smoker. She like, nah, this cuffed. This cuffed. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Nah, I won't be riding in it. Not today, honey. But yes, honey, that was that for that story, honey. That was that. Now, we are going to direct... You know what? I should give y'all a bonus because I was thinking about this story. Me and my homegirl was talking about it. I'm going to call her Kay. About the time that we got into a car accident looking for our friend. You already know we young, still new at driving. At this time, I had already, was with my now husband. And I was pregnant with my oldest son that we got. And I might as well tell y'all a little story then. So it's very small. It's like a short story. We rolling down, and it's basically a almost kind of like the previous story with the car thing. So we riding down Court Street, which is a main street in our town. I see the nails is almost done, so I'm gonna try to finish the story quick. And we looking for our friend, our homegirl or whatever. So she's driving. My friend Kay, she's driving. I'm on the passenger side. Because I wasn't smoking, I'm pregnant, but she's high as hell. So the thing was, she's driving and I'm the one that's looking for our friend because she's walking. We had talked to her. She like, yeah, I'm walking down Court Street. So we like, shit, we gonna come and pick your ass up. We rolling, we, going down Court Street. I'm looking around on one end of the street and I'm looking on the other side of the street, to see if I can see her walking. By the time I turn from looking on my right side to turn around and look on my left, I'm noticing that we, bam, about to hit a pickup truck. So before I said anything, wham, we slam into the pickup truck. We jerking and looking stupid. She looked at me. She was like, oh my God. She throws the car in park. I'm like, fool, how you didn't see the damn pickup truck? Because I'm not looking. I'm looking around. She like, because I'm looking for such and such, our friend. And I'm like, fool, I'm supposed to be looking for her, not you. You're supposed to be driving and paying attention to the damn road. So the older man gets out his pickup truck. You can tell and the truck was nice. He got money. Them older people got it. He rushed over there, whatever. He more worried about us than the car anyway. Some people get out. They looking at the incident. They irritated. He like, oh my God, are you ladies okay? Are you all right? Is everything... and then he noticed and looking at us and can see that we young. So he really panicking like, are you sure? No, don't move. Just stay in the car. Because he ready to call 911. And then my friend looked over to the side of me. She was like, bitch, we gotta run. I was like, what? She was like, we gotta run. Because she was, her foster mom car. She was like, I'm going to call her F. I'm her foster mom because that's her initial. She was like, F don't know I got the car. I took the keys. She sleep. Now, I'm like, what? Oh my God, is she serious? So I'm telling her like, I'm pregnant, fool. I can't run. At this time, I'm literally like 6-7 months pregnant. Like full on pregnant. I'm like, I can't run. She like, we gonna have to. So the man come back to the car, whatever, like, okay, is everything okay? She like, no, I'm fine. She trying to open the door, get out the car. He telling her like, no, don't move. You may think you're fine now, but you may not be. So she's sitting here, I'm looking at her like he already ain't really finna let us get out the car. So He walks away from the car again and go back to his truck. She just opened the door and get out the car. Boom, she take off running. This bitch then left me in the car to fend for myself. So I'm panicking. I get out the passenger side and I'm like, you know, oh my God, I'm panicking and shit trying to play the role because I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh my God. He see I'm pregnant. He was like, oh my God, sit down on the ground. So his wife is on the phone still, and you know, you hear her tell him like, yeah, we're definitely gonna need an ambulance. One of them is pregnant. Now, listen to this, y'all. It was on the weekend, regardless, but we in front of the damn courthouse, smack dab in front of the fucking courthouse from the accident. So, you know what I'm saying? And his wife, who all my man said was, run. Now, need I mind you, I said I'm pregnant, 6-7 months, full in. I just take off, like, fuck it, because I'm scared. I've never been through this situation. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but I know I don't want to go to jail, which was stupid because I'm a fucking passenger seat rider. But I'm like, fuck it. So I take off running. Now, we wasn't that far from where my friend Kay and her foster mom live. I say probably 4 to 5 blocks south was their crib. Because we on Court Street. Court Street is a main busy street in our town. You got to go on Court Street no matter where the hell you want to go. You got to cross Court Street to go wherever you want to go. So it's our main busy street. So by this time, she literally done made it home already. So of course she had to tell the truth. She had to wake her foster mom up, blah, blah, blah. Now her foster mom's cool as shit. She also dabbled in a little bit of, I don't know if you call it white magic. She wasn't a witch, but she did do all of that tarot stuff. I'm going to tell a story about that too, on her telling me that I was going to get married to my baby's father. Ironically, and I'm married to my baby's father, and I didn't have no kids at this time, didn't meet him, nothing. But that's another story. I'm getting off track. So I take off running. Boom. Before I even get too far out of view, the police swoop in on my ass because it's like an empty parking lot that I had to run across to get to the other part of the street. So as I'm running through the parking lot, the police, whoop, whoop. So I'm tired as shit. I just stopped like, fuck it. I'm tired. They get out the car, whatever, put me in the car. I had to tell, of course, what my friend ran to, whatever. We gets to her foster mom house. She come out the house already knowing the story because I almost said her name. Because Kay made it there and told her what happened. Child, I was so mad at her, like, what? Bitch, you ran and left me? We already, you know what I'm saying, young, so it's not like we would have went to jail. Child. That was just a funny story, but anyways, what do y'all think about the nails? What do y'all think about the story? Say what you feel in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. And I'm going to be doing a subscriber giveaway real soon, so stay tuned for that. Bye.